Second time I've not pressed this button, just the on button. That's all it is, an on button. 2 weeks in a row. I just did a big fucking welcome to my live chat. Second time. Sorry, guys. That's the second time. I'm not even stoned. At all. That's the second time I've done that. It's just this little button. You have to just turn it on. Well, anyway, this is my live chat, volume 2. Not volume 2, episode 2. Mr. Consistent there. Like, I can't believe I've had 2 audio issues again. I did it. I thought it was ready anyway. Well, I'm not stoned this time. This is just me, normal fucking retard me. Get the donk on. Joe Rogan wouldn't have these technical issues. Fuck Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's not doing his podcast from his fucking front room. I've had to have a hat on as well, you know. Look at my hair. You can already see it there, how long it is. Oof. So I've got a hat on. It's long, look. So I just put that war hat, mate. Look at that. You know what I mean? Not fucking about. Go on, the boy. Get the donk on. Mike Case, what a guy. Lovely guy. Right, so we've got some good questions this week. I haven't done research again, but I have done the questions properly. Like, I did them in the gym on, what day is it today? That's very high, you know. Look at me. Hang on, let me just sort my technical issues out. No one's asked about your cap. Louis, go away, mate. This ain't for people like you. You should just go away. It's not catered for people like you. So we've got questions on who I would rather JJ play for, country-wise, club-wise. We've got best ground I've ever been to, best limbs I've ever seen in the... What's the biggest animal you think you could beat with your bare hands? I'm trying to read through the questions that we've got this week. Why are you asking questions already? No, this is not a Derek. Fuck off, Carl Rigby. You've got a question, actually, so don't start trying to terrorise me. When's Hamlett? I've not done the Hamlett video yet. He started asking for demands. Can you fucking believe that, the cheeky bastard? The biggest animal you think you could beat with your bare hands? Let's just get into this before I start. Not a dog. I've seen dogs savage people. My mate Danny got savaged by a dog on Dixon Green Park. So a cat. I could kill a cat easy, pay him what he wants. He doesn't want money. He's saying, hang on. Should we play the first voice note? I've got a few voice notes to play for him. Oh no, he's saying he's ready. He should be in here. A squirrel. Fuck you, I could fucking batter a squirrel and a cat. He's just saying that we can't talk about the time I went to his house and he locked out his mum. That's what he's saying. He's saying we can't discuss that. How do you not discuss that? I've said we have to discuss that. Hang on. Where is it? Look. So he said, this is what he's saying. Hang on. This is good podcasting. Why is it not playing?
It'll have to be a no then, mate.
Here we go.
I don't know how much was said then, but yeah, to see people mentioning it to you.
Oh, wait. Oh, do you know what? I'll play these when he does his question because I'll find out which one. He says we can't talk about the time I went to his. Kurt Zuma, a cat everywhere. Kurt Zuma cat. Yeah, where's the famous Hamlett? So you brought it. So you brought it up. Brought what up? Anyway, back to the questions, mate. We've got some good questions here. We've got one who's blatantly a blag. Daniel Ashton. Why do I feel like I don't remember that? There's one of them questions about, like, would you rather your dad be this? So there's one of them. Do you know what I did? The live chat is the only video I've ever watched back. I promise you, I know you're going to think, yeah, you're lying, but the live chat is the only video I've watched back. I've not watched any of the other ones. And the only reason why I watched the live chat back is because I watched it back with the chat. You can click on live chat on the when you're on YouTube and you can watch it back with the chat. So the only one, thoughts on Scousegate O'Gorman. He's all right in here. I feel like it's not, them sort of things are not, like that other guy, what's Keith Lee's brother? Oh no, Keith Lee's the one, in it. It's Kevin Lee's brother. Yeah, Keith Lee, I'm not into them either. See, this is what I'm doing now. I have to read the chat more because I watched the other live chat. Is this too loud or quiet? I watched the other live chat and I missed so many good questions, you know, like questions that I would have rather answered over the question I did, because all I was doing on the last one was reading from the second one. Tom Masters, yes, Woogs, wherever he is, yeah. Fasting firm checking in, yes. The fasting firm. There's a question about fasting, so people can stop fucking asking me about fasting because I'll explain it in this. Billionaire in 5 years. I know Colo, mate. He said I'm projected to be a billionaire in 5 years. Who's made these projections? Just him? Is it just him who's made these projections? Who's made these projections? Where are they? I need to see the analytics from these projections because I do not believe he'll be a billionaire. I like Hamlett now. You know what? Right, I do. He's a bit weird, obviously. The worst bit is I've started to kind of like him, and we chat and that. But then Monday morning rolls round, and I fucking see all the voice notes he's been sending people on a Friday and Saturday, and I think, are we mates? There's a few good questions though. We've got the L Hamlett segment. Again, L Hamlett's the only person who sent in multiple questions, but on multiple emails instead of just, does he believe? So he said that we can't, if we do a walk, he's come round to the idea now, so he said we can talk about it. But at first he was saying we cannot talk about when I went to his, the time I drove up to his, because he was fucking pissing me off. But now he's saying we can. So we can. Did fasting make your FOD bigger? Yeah. No, it didn't actually. That was partying. Partying made my FOD bigger. Why has Louis got to be all? Do you know what? What's good about this is I think it's set though that you have to. I don't know if it's set like it was last time. I think it's set where you have to. You have to subscribe for 10 minutes. So that means Lou was already subscribed. So that makes it nice. And the walk and talk is being at Tockles. None of you know what. Well, I suppose you can Google Tockles. But yeah, Leo Cunningham. Did you get banned? I got banned from everything, not just the aways. Everywhere. Home, aways, all clubs, all competitions, fucking everything. And I've got to appeal by Wednesday. So I'm going to appeal on Wednesday. Another scouser from the neighbourhood. Yeah. What else? We've got questions about Mike Tyson against fucking Luke Tyson or Tyson Fury. Has your about my Twitter, about fasting, about boxing for casuals, which I am. Just made it before. What's Louis sent me? Oh, Louis proving that he only just made his Twitter before. Listen, a finger's a finger. What have you had for tea? Do you know what? I've not had my tea yet. 188 viewers. I only want 70 viewers on every video of these. Would you accept 250 grand? But somewhere in the world, obviously. Would you listen to this question? Would you accept 250 grand, but somewhere in the world a random person dies? I'd do it if you said a person on the street I live on died. I'd probably do it if you said a person I know dies. 250 grand, but some fucking random person died. Obviously, yeah. Sean Strickland is the goal. He's not, but can you believe it? Leo, you must be new to this, mate. You know what I mean? The intrigue of the ban is what's keeping people coming. We'll do the ban. We'll talk about the ban as I can and when. But one thing about the ban is, I did say I'll start talking about it, and this is, I'm looking at my phone. I've got 2 days left to appeal, so I have to appeal by Wednesday at 4 p.m. and we are going to appeal, and then they've got 28 days to give me a date for the hearing, and I'm going to fucking smash them out the window because they fucked up that bad that I'm going to actually terrorise them. I'm going to win. Your YouTube is now live. Would you go on, have a word, but you can't take it? It's not. Do you know what it is with that have a word? A couple of people have said get on, have a word, but what it is you've got him, that Dan, and then Carl. I've fucking give so much shit to Adam and that Carl. Not Carl. Carl's all right. It's right. This is just a question because that Carl is proper saying, but is Carl not the guy who used to be on Twitter who got outed as being a bit weird and then disappeared and then came back as Carl? Or am I sorry if I'm confusing two people, but is that not it? But you'd get ambushed. If I went on and have a word, I've terrorised fucking Dan and... Not terrorised, but I've given Dan and Adam shit. Bear in mind, I've never said anything personal about them. I've just said I don't find them funny, which I don't. Adam and Dan are not funny. Adam's funny sometimes when he's not trying to be funny, like that little roast thing. That was quite funny, but when he does... The show's just forced for me. Don't think that's him. He's been with his bird for years. All right, sorry then, Carl. No, it's not you. Apologies. Yeah, someone else. Must be another weird. There was a weird Carl on Twitter that I was sure had a similar picture to that Carl and got outed for DMing loads of girls, but like weird stuff. And then, is that Air Force Carl? Are they two different people? Josh Woo's God. Yes, Reese Gray. Reese Gray is a fucking my nigger. And I won't say that to many people. Reese Gray's my nigger. And yes, and I'm not the GOAT, but I appreciate that. Reese, guess what I've done, by the way? Instead of getting the coat that I wanted this summer because I couldn't get it, I've copied yours because I meant to send it you and say, is this the right one? But I didn't. I just bought it. It was on, somewhere I had it on sale. No, North Face. I've got it on the North Face website. So I've copied your coat. Love you, brother. I love you too. Is El coming up? Nah, he's not coming on tonight, but we are doing a walk and talk. I feel like it wasn't Air Force Carl. I feel like it was someone similar to Carl. Woo's doing the Neville overlap with mad characters off Twitter. I'll do that. I'm doing a walk and talk with El Hamlett because I think he's come round to the whole. Just taking my charger out pocket. I think he's come round to the whole idea of because he thought it was live. So he was saying, I'm not talking about that while it's live and everyone starts. Do you think? He's saying he's not coming on live whilst I'm asking him questions about, well, not asking questions, but like talking about what happened that day. But I said, I've got the voice notes. I said, listen, we're not doing it then if I can't talk about what happened that day, because that's a big thing. Me going to his house and him doing what he did to his mum is a big thing. So, Louis, don't copy his. Nah, I won't. Them little rascals, them fucking, them ones you wore in Austria or wherever you went, they were bad. But yeah, I won't. Can you send your question? Can we send you questions to ask him? That's a good idea. Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. So I'll do a segment where when I meet him and we have the thing, I'll do a segment where I ask 5 Twitter questions. So yeah, I will do 5 Twitter questions. 186 people is far too many. Should I read? I've read a few of them. Shall I read some of the questions? 11 minutes. This is me not stoned. What I'm going to do one like this, straight headed, and then I'm going to do one stoned, and then eventually when I'm fucking very rich and I'm a millionaire YouTuber, the stoned one will be either Patreon or it will have donations on the. So everyone's saying do the live chats on Twitch, because apparently if you get 180, say I'm 180 viewers now, if you get 180 viewers on Twitch throughout your stream, that's big, but on YouTube it's not big. And I don't know. Stoned one was about it. Yeah, I think it was probably better, wasn't it? But I can't be stoned tonight because life in it. I can't be stoned tonight, so I'm having to do it straight headed. So what I'm thinking is a stoned one a week and a normal one a week, and then the stoned one can be get the ham dog on. Oh, Keith. Yeah, I love Keith. Can only watch the Woogs live chat stoned. Sorry, are you getting off then? Is everyone getting off because I'm not stoned? I'll do right. So I'll tell you what. I'll do this today, normal. Friday, I'll do one stoned, and Sunday I'll have Sunday. And this would have to been yesterday to be stoned. So Sunday I'll do another stoned. Yeah, you'd get more people clicking on your stream too, but you'd get banned in about 5 minutes. Can we get one on 2 CBs? Maybe for the Patreon, yeah, do one on 2 CBs. What's your opinion on lasagna? One of the best ever lasagna, and I make a good lasagna. Lasagna is fucking unreal, and I make a really good lasagna. I love lasagna. Twitch is dead. Who's that? Who's KH? Is that Kevin Hart? Can't click on him. You can't click on the chat, you know. Hang on. Pin message. Remove. Put user in a timeout. KH, you're getting put on a timeout, mate. There you go. KH has been put on a timeout. Oh, I didn't want to delete the message, though. I don't know what I've done there. Now Burke, Harper Green Nugget. Fuck off, Niall, mate. You went to Harper Green. Was you the year below? Was you the year below me or 2? You're 1 year, aren't you? Because it's not Kev. You're 1 year below me, aren't you? Because 2 year below me is Double in that and Jake Hargreaves in that. Josh, who's just lad. Gone in on you. He's not going on him, does he? He's a fucking spud, mate. He messaged. I went Mount. Oh, you went Mount? Oh, sorry about that, mate. You went Mount with all the brown lads, didn't you? That's what you did. You went Mount and got fucking terrorised by a lot of people who were brown. That's what happened to you. No worries, mate. No worries. But you were a year below me, weren't you? Mount. Who was in your year at Mount? I nearly went to Mount, you know, because my cousin went there. My cousin Jamil went to Mount, and I was going to copy him and go to Mount. I'm fucking glad I never know. Fucking one stop. We had welcome stores. You had one stop. Give us your fasting tips. There's a fasting question, so I'll get into it then. Is it a chip balm, chip bap, chip balm, balm, always balm, not bap, bap. People at my work call it a batch. A batch. It's a fucking balm, not a fucking batch. You can't be racist or talk about killing cats on Twitch, but the money is better. I don't really know what to do then. I got asked, and I've shown this to people. Can't show it on here because I wouldn't know how to show the name out. I got asked if someone could manage me, but I would have to edit my content, and I probably should have fucking said yeah now that my fucking views are tanking already. Do you miss the days of wearing smart gear to the game? No way. Remember that? I used to go to away games in fucking Valentino's and a fucking Moncler fucking top and that. And no, I do not. I fucking do not ever, 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 ever miss going to the game in my Sunday best. Carl Rigby said that it's a Scouse answer, but I can't remember what his question was. Oh, yeah, can you ask questions to him? Of course you can ask questions. Yeah, I'll do that, yeah. Right, let's get into the actual questions because we've gone 15 minutes now and I've not answered a single question. So the first question is from Darren Bond. Is Darren Bond in the chat or what? Or has he fucking asked a question and not even come in? He says, which club would you prefer, the little one, JJ, to play for? Liverpool, Bolton, City or Newcastle, presuming one will still be flying at that point, or a Saudi outfit? So I'd say, I want to say Saudi because obviously playing for like Liverpool. Surely, does he mean Liverpool, Bolton, City, or Newcastle, or Saudi, or does he mean anyone else? He's got to go Saudi, hasn't it? Yeah, who's John Orme? Yeah, I think Saudi. Right, do you know what I'd say? So, in terms of these leagues, so the Saudis is now, China's been, Russia's been. I've always said my thing is jump where you can, go there because it never lasts. The Chinese league never lasts, the Russian league never lasts, the Indian league never lasts. They don't last. The Australian league never lasts. MLS never lasted. Like they'll still big players can still go out there and make money, but the actual league and them signing big players doesn't last. So I'd say, obviously Liverpool. Imagine JJ played for Liverpool and I was banned and couldn't go and watch him. Imagine that. So I'd say Liverpool or City. Max Power is on 50k a week in the seven. Max Power, the kid who played for Wigan, he's on 50 grand a week in the second. No way, I can't believe that. The Wigan kid, and he played for United as well. Chip Butty. Yeah, I'd say Chip Butty, but I would also say Chip Bar. It's Saudi. Good question, that. Is that you? No, Darren. But yeah, I'd say Saudi. And then he's also said which country, Nigeria, Scotland, or England. Right. So you'd say England because you'd want your son to play for the biggest nation. They have the biggest exposure, the biggest commercial deals. But I would hate for him to play for England because I don't have it in me to support England. I just don't. I know there's people who think that's stupid, but I just don't have it in me to support England. I don't. Messi's retracted. What did now retract their little shitbag? I missed it. And then I always think this. Imagine playing for Nigeria, or do you imagine? Do you know what makes me laugh? Imagine Wilfred Zaha playing for fucking Ivory Coast. How paranoid he must get every time they look at him and laugh, and he thinks they're laughing in their language. He won't have a fucking clue, will he? He'll hate it. He must hate international duty, Zaha. He won't have a clue at any of them fucking what they call Ivory Coast. He won't have a clue at any of them. Say he don't speak whatever Ivory Coastrian or whatever. So imagine JJ, fucking born and bred, fucking Birkenhead, but from Bolton. What would he have? What would he know about fucking Nigerian language? He wouldn't have a clue. So I'd say Scotland because then I could love who he plays for. He would understand all the Scottish Ivorians. Could he kind of blag that his dad's Scottish? Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, I'd say England commercially, but definitely Scotland in terms of just go and play for the best country you can. Car, house, kids' education all paid for. I don't get that. Does that mean they offered 5k a week to play in the third league there? There's loading on league like 7-8 in England who have been asked. Oh no, really? Seriously? Max Power, car house. Fuck off. Oh yeah, obviously because he's on 50 grand a week. Yeah, 2.5 million. 50 grand a week is 2.5 million a year. Imagine being on 2.5 million a year as Max Power. Who's he playing for? Let me check who he's playing for. Max Power. Footballer. Al Quashir. What, and they're in the second division? Oh my God, yeah, they are in the second division. Who owns them? Owner, Saudi. So they're not owned by the Saudi government, are they? No, they're giving it all plus 50k. I would take that in a heartbeat. The second division. Why are they bothered in the second division? And why have they got a ground that holds 25k in the second division? Madness. Right, anyway, let's go to the second question. That is from Dominic Emery. Says, might sound like a weird question, but what are the 3 limbs you've seen against Liverpool whilst at the ground? Number one, always Hearts. If anyone Hearts in the Europa League, if anyone remembers that game, we won in the end. A fucking horrendous mistake by Reina on the back end of when Reina was dog shit. I can't remember who scored. It's that Templeman or something. Robbie Fowler's team. Oh, is Robbie Fowler the manager? Hang on, fuck this. Let me go back on the thing. Is Robbie Fowler the manager? No way. Oh my God, Robbie Fowler. How's Robbie Fowler a manager of a football team? That will not end well. Who else have they signed? Current squad. Here we go. Mbaye Diagne, Max Power, fucking hell. Alexander Hack, Alvaro Gonzalez. And shut up, Joe Robles. How old will JJ have to be before you take him on the waltzers for the first time? 3. Whatever the minimum age is that a kid has to be for you to take him and do it with them, that. What is the youngest anyone has ever been on the waltzers? That is the age. That's not a good noise, is it? Right. 3 limbs. So we did Hearts without. I can still see the Hearts away end in my head. Arsenal after Fields. Shut up. Yeah, it's on there. I've thought of that. So I've got, honestly, look, there's no notes in terms of answers except for because that, oh no, that's the question. I was thinking, except for that one, look, that one's the question where it says, the fourth question is a very long question about would you rather something to your dad. There's no notes, look, but Hearts in your, the Arsenal Adebayor one's there. Do you know what? I'm talking shit. It says Arsenal, but it doesn't say Adebayor. Oh, that's a different question. That's from Scott Morgan. Sorry. So yeah, I'd say Hearts, and then I have. This says Arsenal, but I feel like it's not that the thing. Arsenal after Arsenal. The Jagielka goal. Nah. Do you know what it is? I feel like with these, I only remember them if we've won. Because like I do remember the goal and I remember the limbs and that, but then I feel like it's not as like the Jagielka goal possibly, but I feel like it was that. I remember the Jagielka goal, it going in and me just sinking to my seat and putting my hand on my head like that. So I wouldn't have seen the away end. Do you know what I mean? But the Arsenal one, Sigurdsson in the FA Cup, yeah. Again, at the time, I was that like gutted that I would have just put. I'm very negative, me, so I put my hands in the air like that. But so yeah, no. Do you know what? Since I've watched the Sigurdsson one, yeah. One of the best ever at Anfield, especially the video where it was from the main road and it shows him and it goes to him. Yeah, one of the best ever, but not for me because I don't remember. So I'd go Arsenal. I'm going to go Adebayor because someone's mentioned it, and I do think and I've got Arsenal for the next question. But yeah, I do remember the Adebayor one. I'd go. Do you know another one with Arsenal? Do you remember and this is another Reina mistake. Oh, the Adebayor one wasn't a Reina mistake. The Arsenal goal against us when Joe Cole got sent off. That was another one. What's another one? I've never done two. The Tottenham one. Do you remember the Tottenham one from last season? The Denver Bar. Nah, not really for Chelsea. No, it was early, wasn't it? So nah, it wasn't. No, unless you're thinking of one. Unless you're saying one for Arsenal. Nah, the Denver one for Chelsea wasn't that bad. No. Last season Tottenham, the 3-3, the Richarlison goal that went off, didn't it? That went off. Leeds last season. Yeah. Do you know what's funny about that? Fucking Leeds game last season. That's the game. That's the game where the band comes from. Yeah, little bastards. That's it. That's the game. Do you know what, guys? I really, really need the toilet. Can I pause this or can I just get off? I'm gonna piss myself. Right, let's go. And I need a piss. I'm gonna have to go to the toilet. 1 minute. I'll go outside. Listen, a bad bladder runs in my family. Leeds last minute. Do a phone in for the next one of these for a laugh. I'll do a phone in. Do you think El Hamlett is capable of killing? No, he's not. He ain't. Leon, when they won 2-1 in injury time, that was at their ground though, wasn't it? That was at their ground, the Leon one. I was there actually. I was actually there. The Leon 2-1 where Babel scored for us like a really good goal and they scored. That was at their ground though. And this says at Anfield. So, sorry, Mr. Dan Duff, you've helped, but actually fucking helped nothing. Right, next one. So this is the one. This is the question. It's from Daniel Ashton. The subject of the email was the greatest YouTube podcaster of all time. So it's obviously not Liverpool out. Nah, that was at their ground. The one that knocked us out, Leon, was at their ground. Kiriakos, was his name? Yeah, Kiriakos did a big bad mistake. And Ryan Babel scored from about 40 yards. I was there, bro. That was at their ground. Defo, mate. I was there. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Ryan Babel versus Leon. You're wrong, mate. I was there. And they won 2-1. Oh, no, you're wrong. I'm wrong. Darren Babel. We need Darren Babel. We need to win, didn't we? Away to Leon. And Babel scored to make it 1-0. And then they scored in the 93rd minute to make it 1-0. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, apologies. Listen, I go to a lot of games. Well, I did go to a lot of games. Next question. Anyway, this is the weird question. Opinions on NFC passes. Oh, it's a fucking disgrace, Josh. It's a fucking disgrace, mate. The club are trying to make it. This is so for the last 2-3 years, I've been sick of the club and the ticketing system. That's why I think I'm that arse that I've been banned. I am obviously arse. I'd rather be seen to get back, but NFCs now for away games. Fuck off, mate. You've made it hard enough for people to pass their own game tickets on. Like, how hard is it now to just forward your ticket to your mate? You can only do so many a season. You lose your credit and all that, which is just bollocks, mate. And now they're doing it for away games. At least away games were the only one where, like, I went to every away game I bought tickets for on my fucking season ticket. But at least away games, you could get a paper ticket and pass it to people if you had to. But now they've even took that away. Liverpool are just becoming a big fucking joke. Anyway, this is the funny question, but I don't know if it's legit because he's where's it gone? Oh no, there's a few questions before that. No, ignore me. Scott Morgan. All right, mate. Enjoyed listening to last week's live chat. Looking forward to the up and coming one. I want to know, what player have you seen with the best performance at Anfield? Thoughts on my 1 inch wonder? Unlucky. Best away? Too many. Thoughts on Eddie the Eagle being linked with the under-21 job? Who's Eddie the Eagle? Not Eddie Howe. No, he wouldn't go from Newcastle to under-21s. Bring back the cards. What cards? Best individual performance you've ever seen live? No way. Look, Cam. This is it. Scott Morgan. I want to know the best you've seen have a best performance at Anfield. I'd say, do you remember the 3-0 under Rodgers against Real Madrid when Ronaldo scored, I think, 2? Probably that. Yeah, probably that. But because I remember this question, I couldn't really think of another better performance. But does anyone remember when we played United and Edwin van der Sar did one of the worst? Am I allowed back in? Well, sorry. I thought you was Kev Hart, so I was treating you like you was my mate, like terrorising you a little bit. Sorry, mate. Berbatov's touch. Edwin van der Sar did one of the worst clearances of all time ever, and it was going out for a goal kick, and Berbatov brought it down somewhere at mid-air. But yeah, best performance, just off the top of my head, because I can't really be arsed thinking about it. My question about your dad. Are you Dean Ashton? Oh my God, you're Daniel Ashton. Yeah. He's coming, mate. Don't worry. One more question, then it's yours. Yeah, I'd say Ronaldo when we lost 3-0 to Madrid. Sean Piers, settle a debate for me, please. Would you rather have prime Mane or prime Salah? I mean, decent question in that, but I don't feel like me answering that is going to settle a debate. Like, people have been discussing this for about 2-3 years. Like, why would me? Good question, but I don't think me email question is going to have to be a video at this point. What, to check if people are fucking idiots? Hang on. Reply. Because I've just paused my thing to reply to something quite important. It's got to be Salah. Mane, Daniel Ashton. I might not even read your question, Daniel Ashton, for such a ridiculous response. You explain to me in the chat now why Mane. In what way can you argue? What's your long-term hopes for your YouTube channel? I don't know, because I want it to be like where I do loads of. I want to YouTube me and JJ going to games around Europe. I want to take him to games in Germany, games in Spain, and YouTube that. That's obviously like 4 or 5 years ahead. I want to do live chats every week. I like my MMA video. I don't like football videos. What I want to do is I want to find somebody who I like, who's sound and who's not shy, who will do a football podcast for me each week, because I feel like I've got a person who we can bounce off them and stuff. So I don't know. I'm just going to wing it for a year and see what happens. But it has to be prime Salah. No one's asked, lad. Where's the main man? I don't know, mate. Go and speak to him yourself then. He's not here. He said he was watching it. Hamlett, mate, where the fuck are you? You said you was watching, so where are you? Has to be prime Salah. The numbers don't even. Hamlett's questions are coming in 3 questions. David Guetta was the sickest. There's no way David Guetta was. My mate's in the beef now and has just told me that David Guetta was the sickest. I do not believe it. No, we're doing a live walk and chat. He's not going to be on the thing yet. Anyway, back to Sean's question. Salah, because his numbers are out of this world. You can't even go. I loved Mane more than Salah. But then again, I don't know if I loved him. What's Hamlet's real name? Elliot something? Hamlet, maybe? Don't know. Salah. Can't be asked getting into this one. Salah. Good question. And I should get into it and tell you how much better than Salah is, but can't really be asked. Here we go. Daniel Ashton, who called me the greatest YouTuber podcaster ever. Would you rather find out that your parents are splitting up because your dad's gay and your mum's known for years, but they've kept it together for you and your siblings' sake. But now, you're older, your dad's moving out and going to pursue his gay lifestyle. Or would you rather find out that your dad loves watching your mum get rattled by other blokes, and when they go on holiday, they're actually going to swingers weekend breaks? That was a question from Daniel Ashton. Neither. Can I say neither? You're saying swingers, but neither. Would you watch you, AKA skins? What you'd rather know that your dad likes sitting in the gay show. Look at these. Would you rather your dad sits in the corner watching your mum get rattled? Not gay either. Not gay either. No, why would I want my dad to be gay? No, you don't. No, neither. I don't think either. What a mad question. But everyone's can't be having your dad being bummed. I know, that's what I'm saying, LF, mate. You cannot have your dad being gay. Being gay is a lifestyle. Watching your bird getting rattled from the corner is pathetic. Yeah, but neither are good, though, are they? Are you arsed? You don't have to bum him. Of course I'm fucking arsed. Do you think I'm... What kind of... Oh, no, I'm not arsed that my dad gets shagged. Of course I'm arsed. No, I don't want... none of them. Do you know what? None. And if anyone's ever met my dad, they would know that these two scenarios are well out there. Like, neither of these are even options for Nigeria. Fully born, bred Nigerian men. So neither. I know it's a bit of a cop-out, but I'd rather not have to actually put myself through the thought of choosing one. So neither. Could you be worse? How... Do you know what's one thing, though, which I think anyone in here who's over the age of 30 or maybe close to 30 will... I don't know if it's still a thing now. Did you ever go rooting around in your mum and dad's room and find things you shouldn't find? Because I fucking definitely did. Wardley, Adelaide. I think Adelaide beat Wardley. I don't think Wardley's up to much. I think he's a bit of a her hype job. Yeah, I don't really think much wetting happened. Yeah, but in terms of that question, neither. Because my dad's Nigerian and will definitely ever not. Who does your dad say best Liverpool player? Graham Souness, every day, all day. Graham Souness. He always says Graham Souness. Right. Next question is from... So I've asked for Twitter names tonight, and this is Georgie Skinner. I followed him back anyway, but I don't know how to pronounce it. What do you think about Gain versus Aspinall? Someone also asked in this chat what I thought about Gain Aspinall, and that's why I ignored it, because I knew the question was here. So Gain Aspinall, and also they've asked about Colby Leon. So I'll start with Gain Aspinall, because that's who they've asked first. I think Aspinall... It's a weird one, because I think in MMA people don't understand that hype jobs exist. I think they buy into the hype, and I think Aspinall's definitely a hype job. I think he's good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's shit. You want to start reaction videos? Reaction videos to what? Like me reacting to tunes? I've seen them, like Americans reacting to fucking Fredo. It ain't 100, and they're going, "Oh my god, he said what?" Probably not. I don't know. I'd say. Gain can only strike. Hype job, what are you smoking? Yeah, see, you're an MMA fan who's English. I lost 1K because you said Callum wasn't training. Nice one. I'm sorry. I got duped by his Instagram. His Instagram was like not posting pictures of him training, but was posting pictures of him. And I thought, oh my God, he's not training. And I know Jack enough to know that if he didn't want to train, he wouldn't want to train. But yeah, he got hacked. A Forex trader. It was funny. I think... I'm going to say again, I want to say Aspinall because Aspinall can wrestle. He's an all-rounder. He's easily top 5 and he's only just starting. Yeah, but you're saying that because you're English and you like him. But what says that? Luke, what tells you he's a top 5? He is top 5, but what tells you he's a top 5? He was getting beat on the feet by Curtis Blades, who's never had hands, and he's beat nobody. Past the Curtis Blades loss, I know he lost because of an injury. He's beat nobody. So what tells you he'd be top 5? I think Gainer beat him. Unless Aspinall got him down, and I think Gain would beat him. You're right about the hype after he last fight. Beat John Jones. Imagine what John Jones would do to him. Yeah, I rate Sean O'Malley. Yeah, I think he's lost. He obviously lost. I think he'd lose against Cheeto, and I think he lost to Cheeto in the first fight, and I think he would lose a Cheeto rematch. But I do rate him. Yeah, I like Sean O'Malley. I do. Who would win out of Colby and Leon? I'm going Colby. I think Colby will drag him down to the floor, blank him in there. Is it what? Kay McKenna? Who's Kay McKenna? You little albino dog. Wedding day happen. How are you, day? Why are you being a divvy? What have you asked, mate? You've not asked nothing. You've just come in and typed bullshit, mate. How you day? Wedding day happen. Speak pigeon to me, Woogs, lad. Blanking, mate. Obviously, you're asking me to speak pigeon, so obviously I'm blanking you, mate. What would you want me to do? Start speaking? What's pigeon, mate? I'm not blanking you because you're asking fucking stupid questions. I'm ignoring the stupid questions. Who's you top 3 MMA fighters ever? John Jones, George St. Pierre, and Conor McGregor. John Jones, GSP, and Demetrius Johnson. Just ban him. Ban who? Your dad's language land. I'm Nigerian. How do I ban him? Should I put him on a timeout? Here we go. Put time in. User in timeout. You've been putting a fucking timeout, Mr. K. McKenna, because you're a fucking idiot. Silver. I went John Jones, GSP, and Demetrius Johnson. Khabib, Jordan Woodall, mate. You know what? You're getting put in a timeout as well for saying Khabib, you fucking idiot. Timeout. Timeout for Jordan Woodall for such a ridiculous conscience. Comment. Get mods sorted out for the chat. And I'll have mods. Who's a mod? How do I do mods? I'll have mods. I've seen that because I've been on the Earl Hawani chat and mods get involved. Bro, David Guetta is the sickest person I've ever watched. What the fuck? How about that? Don't believe him. Demetrius carried a whole weight class. Yeah, he did for years. How do you see Aziz versus Boatsi going if you know if he's training? Boatsi at this minute, Aziz ain't up to much. Imagine how good Islam versus Khabib would have been. Not very good because the friends, both wrestlers, it would have been the worst. They probably, because they both wrestle very well or Dagestani wrestle very well, it would have ended up being a kickboxing fight. And even from kickbox, it would have been shit. I'll be a mod. I'll have an interview or Zoom. Pick me for a mod. Ooh, a few people want to be mods. Kaylee Gemmell. Emma, you can be a mod. Sorry, guys. I'm not looking for applications anymore. Emma is a mod. Emma, you're going to be a mod for the next chat. I'd love to see that. Me. Thoughts on Charles Oliveira? Never thought he would ever get to the stage he got to. Never thought he'd be as good as he was. I remember watching him lose to Paul Felder. Yeah, Paul Felder beat him. And think about this now. Now you know what you know about Charles Oliveira, about how good he is on top and whatever else, and how he brings in risk. He takes shots to land shots, and if he gets dropped, he's not asked because he's happy to go on the bottom. He wants to. If he gets dropped and you follow him down, that's good for him. So think about how good Oliveira is. And I watched Paul Felder smash him. He's won some massive fights. And I thought he was going to lose to Gaethje. Thought he was going to lose to Poirier. I thought he'd beat Chandler. Who did he beat? He beat Chandler for the belt. And then he beat everyone since Chandler. I thought he'd lose. Zhang Joyce predictions. Joyce will win that fight. Would you rather do a sheep up its bum, but no one knows, or do nothing but everyone think you did? Life is perception, innit? Life is what you're known for. I'd rather I did nothing because then I could swear down on like JJ's life that I didn't, and all the people close to me would go, "All right, yeah, he's not lying." So yeah, none. What do you do for work? People asked this last week. I work Monday and Friday. I work 2 days a week, 6 till 2. Anyway, I've posted what I do before on Twitter, but I don't need to. Why do you need to know? I'm a stay-at-home dad. That's what makes me laugh when people on Twitter go, "Look after your kid," or they go, "Fucking, he's the worst." I'm a stay-at-home dad. I work 2 days a week and look after fucking JJ every other day. So fuck everyone else. Yeah, JS, I do. I miss the colour nights. Yeah, badly I do. I really miss the colour nights. Some of the best nights of my life, them colour nights. There's a question in here. Not got to it yet. There's a question. Oh, it's from Emma. It's from fucking Emma. It's from Kaylee Gemmell about that. And I talk about the colour nights. Yeah, I do miss the colour nights. Never watched any of the original UFC tournaments. No, never ever. Kevin Holland, JDM. I'd have gotten JDM before his last performance when he didn't look good. He looked really bad, but he had to cut weight the week before. Fight got cancelled, and then he cut weight. He was training for someone else. Fight got cancelled. Accepted another fight on 5 days' notice. Cut weight. Fight got cancelled. I would say I'm going to go JDM because I don't think Kevin Holland's up to much. And I think Warrington's going to beat Wood. What a weird fight that is. Why is that fighting? Is it in Sheffield Arena? Why is it not in Leeds or Nottingham? Why is Josh Warrington fighting Lee Wood in Sheffield? Random one. Did you see Ryan Hall versus Ilya Topuria fight a couple of weeks ago? Saw the highlights again the other day. A couple of years ago. Funniest fight ever. No, I don't think I've seen that. Now you're saying funniest fight? No, what happened in it? I like Ryan Hall as well, little ankle pick guy. In the middle of them, isn't he? AK Skins there with Pro Scots and the time. Was you mates with Quality? Yeah, I was mates with Quality, yeah. Was mates with him, followed him everywhere, went to LA to watch him. I lost my job to go and watch him in LA as Emma Gemmell, not Emma Gemmell, sorry, Kaylee Gemmer, Emma will tell you. Yeah, I lost my job to go and fucking watch him in LA. Do you still have beef with her? Nah, probably not. Probably not have beef with her, and I think he doesn't even know who I am. And if he did know who I am, we'd be fine. Last time we ever spoke, we was fine. Have I missed El Hamlett? Nope. Has the Wolf been and gone? Nope. They were not. Yeah. Right, let's go to the next question. Is it the El Hamlett bit? Yes, it is. Oh, I think Colby will beat Leon. So here's the El Hamlett. Here's the El Hamlett segment, and I'm also going to play a voice note from him. He's the first person to ask multiple questions and send them on multiple emails instead of asking the questions on the same email. So the first question is, if every animal came together and declared war on humans, who would win? So it makes me laugh when Manny does these things where he goes like, who would win? 100 humans with chairs or 50 polar bears, and people vote for humans. Obviously, 100 humans could not beat 50 polar bears in a fight. It's impossible. But in a war, it has to be humans. What can be so all the animals in the world are running around while humans are flying over in jet planes, blowing them up, got tanks, landmines, guns, like whatever else they've got, tactical fucking strikes, submarines. Obviously, humans in an all-out war. He never said no weapons allowed. Why would humans go to war with animals with no weapons? But he never said a fair fight. He said war. A war is never a fair fight. XL fucking bullies. That's the new concourse. Is it concourse? Discourse? That's the new thing in it. XL bullies. For vibes. Imagine setting a landmine up and trying to lead a boat. Yeah, no. How'd you deal with sharks? Submarines. Submarines are kill sharks. Woodward Warrington is Sheffield, slap bang in the middle of Notts and Leeds, going to be carnage in that arena. I remember I went to Crawler versus Murray, John Murray, at the Manchester Arena, and Emma also came to this, and they had Josh Warrington on the undercard against Rendell Munro, and Eddie Earn is obviously a retard and didn't think, oh, let's not put the Leeds fans right next to the Manchester fans. So the block that Crawler had to sell was next to the block that Josh Warrington had to sell, and the entire night we was there, it was just Leeds fans fighting Manx all night. Let's hear the Mong's voice notes. Yeah, well, in a minute. And the next question is, so humans, and the next one is, who wins between the average man and a trained protective dog? The dog every time. No man will beat a protective dog. Right, so I'm going to play one voice note. I'm not going to play all the ones that he's been sending me today of his fucking list of demands. Look at this. This is list of demands to me. Right. I'm going to play my favourite voice note of him this week. Is it this one?
Yo, Woogsy.
Yeah, that's the one. Right, you ready? I love how he tells me who it is like it doesn't fucking say his name at the top. But yeah, right. This is my. The other ones are him saying like I can't talk about certain things if we're doing walk and talk. But this is just him fully to me candid. You ready? Hang on.
Yo, Woogsy, tell Hamlett. I'm in the process of setting up Wolfpack raffles. I'm not going to do it just yet because I'm still focusing on Wolfpack tips, which is going really well. And obviously, I'm proper fuming that my account got suspended. You know what I mean? I had the target of 2,500 followers by the end of the year, and now I'm back to fucking square one. You get me? But I'll get there. I'll get them all back and that. But I'm going to set up Wolfpack raffles soon and do some decent prizes. I've already got loads of prizes there already.
Listen to the prizes.
Some female and stuff. But I'm going to do prizes like a night out with me. So you can win a night out with me and I'll fund everything, do you know what I mean? We'll go boss places, you can do whatever you want, eat whatever you want. I'll get you whatever bottles or whatever you want, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do stuff like that, and then they can obviously post the videos of the night out and stuff. Is this working? So I'm going to do, and then when I've completed Wolfpack raffles, I'm going to get into Wolfpack.
Is this working?
It's working, Josh. Yeah, I think it was working. So when I've completed, I'm going to do one they can get a time, you know what I mean, and boost them all. So once I've done Wolfpack
Yeah, you can catch up with the live chat.
I'm going to do Wolfpack investments, and I'm going to do Wolfpack fitness. Yeah, I know I've got a belly on me and stuff, but by the time I do Wolfpack fitness, I'll be like fucking Taylor Lautner in Twilight, you know what I mean?
Taylor Lautner was in shape in Twilight.
Yeah, big things coming, very big things coming. Fuck the suspension. Who's asked? I'm Hamlett. I'll get back there. Very big things coming, and there's big things coming from you as well.
Yeah, there is big things coming from me. So he must have thought, right, let's just add blow up a little bit of smoke up his arse. And the next voice note I got of him was him saying that we cannot do the walker talk. Imagine that. Imagine entering a fucking raffle to have a night out with El Hamlett. I would. Well, I wouldn't enter the raffle. I think I'll get Wolfpack Fitness. First client, the fella running it. Yeah. His first client's fucking, what's he called? Summit the Dolphin. I get some serious voice notes off him. Should we see what the next voice note is I've had off him before that? Hang on. So I was the first person I ever got. I was the first person he sent that to. The one that everyone's talking about. Hang on. Oh, no, he never recorded that one. Oh, here we go. Do you know what? It's usually me sending him voice notes. But I usually just tell him to, like, I'm not being nasty to you or anything, but I do usually just say, like, mate, chill. Because he will spam me very bad. So, what did he do to his mum? He locked her out. He did. He locked her out, and that's it. So he said I could play these voice notes. These voice notes where he admits it and says that he doesn't want to talk about it in person, but I can play the voice notes. But you know what? I'll leave it for now. Why is he obsessed with it? I don't know. We're kind of friends now, but he's very weird. So it's hard to be friends with someone who's that weird. But like, I kind of get that he's just like an internet person. I suppose I'm an internet person, so I kind of get it. Anyway, let's move on for El Hamlett. El Hamlett gets 2 questions every week and a little bit of airtime, and then that's it. And I'll play a voice note from him every week, but that's it. We're done now with El Hamlett. Sorry, if anyone's here for him, then we can go. Definitely not all, but nice. He's all there, but he's also. Are you hard enough to sit on the wall? What wall? Green Yamo. I never really understand about this Green Yamo because sometimes it's nice, sometimes up my ass, sometimes a bit of a troll. I do like him, but I don't sometimes wonder. It's all a character. Yeah, you're right, Cam. Yeah, it's all a character. When you meet him in real life, you realise it's all a character. No, it's a character. It's all a character. Probably is on the shy. Carl Rigby, and his Twitter name's Carl Rigby 1981. Old cunt. This is a question I'm looking forward to answer. And I've got 13 minutes left. This could take it all. All right, mate. Just thought I'd ask Prime Mike Tyson versus Prime Tyson Fury. Who wins? And he's also had a caveat. Mike Tyson from before the Buster Douglas fight. I don't think you're old enough to have watched him in his prime, mate, but the man was a beast. No, you're very wrong. Because Mike Tyson was who got me into boxing, funny enough. Because my dad used to sit up and watch Mike Tyson fights. My dad must have been the ultimate casual because no, he's gone all high and mighty, and he always says, "Oh, I can't believe you like boxing, where the aim is to just punch each other in the head and all this." Yeah, it's boxing now. But back in the day, my dad used to watch Mike Tyson, and I used to sometimes sit up with him and watch him. I remember sitting up and watching him, and he beat someone in 40 seconds or something. And it was like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, my dad, yeah, prime Lennox Lewis does them both. You're right, kills them both. Yeah, not agreeing with that. Oh, but young at heart, yeah. But nah, Mike Tyson got me into boxing, but Tyson Fury would fucking dominate Mike Tyson from start to whenever it finished. Mike Tyson is one of the biggest flat track bullies he's the Ibrahimovic of boxing. He bullied everyone. Mike wouldn't touch him. He bullied everyone until he got bullied back. And as soon as he got bullied back, he couldn't handle it. Who's right now, off the top of your head, Carl or anyone, who's Mike Tyson's biggest win? Who's Mike Tyson's biggest and best win? Who do you think you're timing out, Woog? Me and you are going to have serious problems, fella. I'll just put you on another timeout. Get a meet on 5 rounds MMA. I'd have 5 rounds. Tell you what, if you can blag it, so me and you can fight on a Misfits card, I'll have you anything you want on a Misfits card. And until then, do you know what? You want another timeout, mate. I like that he stayed around, though. He stayed around he waited for his 10 minutes timeout. Do you know what? No, how do I untime out him? He's all right, that guy. I can't do it. I can add you as a moderator. Hang on, where's Emma? Is Emma still in? If Emma replies and says she's still in here, I'm going to add her as exactly, Carl. Possibly Spinks. fucking Spinks is Tyson Fury's. A fucking light heavyweight is possibly Mike Tyson's best win. Shite. Yeah, Emma, I'm making you a moderator. Can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live. There you go. You're a moderator. Save. There you go. Emma was made a moderator. Don't start letting the power go to your head. When do you think Fury was in his prime? See, that's a question, isn't it? When do you think Fury was in his prime? Because the Klitschko wins out of this world. Nothing Joshua or Wilder has done is as good as going away and fighting an active Klitschko and dominating him on points. People will say, oh, Joshua stopped him. Joshua went life and death with a Klitschko who hadn't fought in 18 months, hadn't won in 2 years, was 40-odd years old. So the Vlad win, yeah, probably the Vlad win. But is that his prime? Is the Vlad win not just his best win? Is that his prime? I'd say you're not getting it. Did anybody in the chat, Fury should... No, he shouldn't be stripped of his WBC because he's not got a mandatory. He's not got a mandatory. Did anybody watch live the Wilder second fight? I remember watching that live and just being like, oh my God. Not one person in this world... When Fury was in an interview saying, I'm going to come up, I'm going to put Wilder on the back foot, I'm going to come out, I'm going to hit him early, and I'm going to put him on the back foot. Not a single person believed him. I didn't believe him. No one believed him. I thought he could win, but I didn't think he'd put him on the back foot and stop him. The second Wilder fight is to this day, and will be to any day, one of the best ever performances from a British boxer away from home in history, ever. The revisionist history on Wilder pisses me off. He's one of the most powerful punchers of all time. He's one of the best heavyweights. No, not one of the best heavyweights. That's a lie. I got carried away. He's one of the biggest punching boxers of all time. Typical gloves of corners. Yeah, Wilder, mate. Them excuses. He fucking fired the only trainer who had a clue in his whole team. Said he would, and then he said the suit was too heavy. Fury beats KSI, stops him probably. He thought Wolfpack was a parody account. I suppose he is part parody, part real. Vlad was definitely his prime. He was better than. No, but you're saying that, Mike. But was Vlad his prime? He beat Vlad and he dominated him. But was that his prime? What you're saying the fights that led up to the Vlad fight was his prime? The Cunningham fight and that. No, I don't think that. I think rematching trilogies are normally shy. But yeah, it was insane. Both from Tommy Fury can't believe it. Look, Michael? You're fucking right, mate. He's what 10-0, 9-0 as a boxer. Would you? I know this is what Eddie Hearn said, but seriously, the Gatti Ward or the Fury. I'd go Fury Wilder because of the stakes for the heavyweight championship. Ward versus Gatti was for nothing. It was just a decent few fights. I talk about that actually in Emma's question. Tommy Fury, mate, 9-0, made 3-4 million to fight Jake Paul, and is now going to make 2-3 million to fight KSI. He wouldn't win. He would not win an English title, would he? Who's the English supermate? Who's got any rankings? Who's the English light heavyweight champion? He wouldn't beat him. Promise you, wouldn't beat him. Top 5 British boxers. I'm not that into British boxing to tell you. AJ, Lee Wood, Fury, Joe. I don't know. Aaron Ramsey has scored tonight. Who's hopefully that's Spencer UK or actually Spencer UK. I don't want him to die. He's just a bit annoying on Twitter. Sean, the Liverpool fan, Sean, or Corbally Red. One of them two, please. Sonny Edwards. Yeah, he's all right. Just got no power, mate. Remember that voice note? In the bed, no one cares about the flyweights, mate. Do you happen to Anthony Fowler? AJ gets through his third round. Couldn't believe it. I think you mean the 4th round. Was it not the 4th round? The unbelievable one. Anyway, Tyson Fury would fucking demolish. I'm on 54 minutes. This is only supposed to go an hour. Tyson Fury would fucking demolish Mike Tyson. Do you rate Hatton? Yeah, I did rate Hatton. Yeah, one of the best pressure fighters this country. Well, probably the best pressure fighter this country's ever produced. And yeah, a very good boxer. Very good world heavyweight, world champion boxer. Yeah, how can you not rate Hatton? I missed the Hatton uprising, the whole big thing, and I went to his comeback fight, which was sad. Any news on the ban yet? Have you tried SOS? Well, SOS will be at the appeal, so no. You watched that Hatton documentary? No, I've not watched it yet. You know, Hatton. I really want to watch the Hatton documentary. I've not watched it yet, but I will. I'll try and think of a better question for next time. No, it was a good question. No, it was a good question. I'm very anti-Tyson, Mike Tyson. Very anti-Mike Tyson. He was a flat track bully. He was dog shit, and he was not good. Tyson or Wilder? That's a good question. I'd say Tyson because Wilder's no good going backwards. Prince Naseem was not a pressure fighter. Prince Naseem wasn't a pressure fighter. What are you talking about? Yeah, because he was Prince Naseem wasn't a pressure fighter. What is it, John? Are you still in Prosecco whilst banned, lad? Yeah. If there's a drink to be had, yeah, I'll drink Prosecco. And if we go for a bottomless brunch, yeah, I'll drink Prosecco. But no, I'm not. See, that's what I want. John saying something, and then Smeineken replying, and John replying to him. I want a little community in the chat where everyone chats and talks to each other. Right, anyway, Carl, Tyson Fury by a fucking million miles. Next question. Matt Hales. What has been your favourite rustling wind-up over the many accounts over the years? Has there been a specific wind-up that you still think that was brilliant? Do you know what? I don't know if people are going to believe this. My mates will, and that. AJ very overrated. I don't know. I never kept it. The Twitter accounts was never supposed to be what it was, and it still isn't. Like, I like Twitter. I'm obviously fucking addicted to Twitter, I guess. I'm on it all the time. And I like Twitter, so I had to have a Twitter account. And how I was in my early 20s on Twitter was me. That was how I was. That was like, I'm a bit argumentative. I think I'm kind of funny in that. So I used to give people abuse in that, but I wasn't. But I never argued with like Ericsson. Yeah, the Ericsson. No, I never got banned for the Ericsson one. I didn't get banned for Ericsson. I never got banned for that. That's when all the Stone Island Muppets fell out of me. But I never got banned. Favorite UFC fighter, not necessarily your best one. Good question. I interrupt this one for that one. Oh no, not McGregor. Moreno. Yeah, Brandon Moreno, favourite UFC fighter of all time. Yep. Already answered that about Leon Colby. I think Colby will win. Has it ever caused actual problems? Yes, it has caused actual problems in real life. So get this. So after JJ was born, I needed a job in January this year. So I got to like December and I was applying for jobs. So my email address used to be woogs@hotmail.com. But obviously my name's not Woogs. So I was applying for jobs and I got a DM off a lad who said, it was in my request actually, so I had to go look in my request and see it, and it was days later, and I laughed about it with him. He said, like, yeah, what's happening, blah, blah, blah. He said, I think you've just applied for a job at our place, but the like HR, whatever, said there's no way we can employ him because he just won't last. And that was because my Indeed email was Woogs, but my name was Josh. Would you class yourself as a troll? Was a troll? No, I don't think I would, because if you look at all the times I got banned, I never got banned for like trolls are like that guy who messages me every weekend. I was never a troll. I had my own face on it, my own name. I posted personal stuff all the time. I'd do a live time booth. Yeah, I always posted my own stuff all the time. I just used to be me. I'm very argumentative and I've got fucking ADHD running through my body. So I used to just be me like 100 million hours on Twitter arguing with people. So I wouldn't classify myself as a troll, no. But maybe I was a troll and I didn't know it. I don't know. But in terms of the best Russell, I don't know because I don't remember them. I don't remember all the accounts. I don't remember any of the accounts got banned. I can't even remember all the usernames to try and log into them all. Like, it was never supposed to be that. It was just supposed to be I needed a Twitter account. After I did the first 3 or 4, it was funny. Andrei Arlovski, good fighter. I thought he was finished and he's had like a bit of a renaissance, hasn't he, at the back end of his career. Nice, yeah, good. Yeah, they were good. The diving and cycling ones were early on. They were good. My favourite one is the judo one because they did a full-on statement on the website, like an actual printed statement. And then I enjoyed the one with that fat black vlogger. I enjoyed that one. This has been an hour now and I was only supposed to go an hour. I enjoyed that one because she lost her head bad, didn't she? But I can't remember what that was over. And then I enjoyed the one where I ended up getting banned for this. Do you know what it used to be back in the day? So I wouldn't get banned for the thing. I'd get banned for duplicate accounts because somebody would report the account and they'd put 2 and 2 together. I remember that I liked the one where I held up the sign saying "fuck the Tories." Do you remember? Where it was the guy saying someone threw ice cream at somebody. The Lily Allen one was also good, yeah. Why do you always have murder with the free Scouse birds? Why did you always have murder? Who? I liked I got on with the Mackay Bros. Kathy Hancock, I had murder with her, but me and her are mates now. Jack, the Lib Dems one was not great because like I said last live chat, I got sent a thing straight away saying it's illegal to do this, and I was shitting myself through our British Judo Company guy. I don't know, I was laughing when I see it. Yeah. So I don't know, mate. Smidge82, my guy. You've said there's only one more question after this. You've said that you've lost over 3 stone from fasting twice, but you still haven't gone into fasting. So I did say I was going to go into fasting, but I've been an hour already. So what I might do, but no one watches the videos. I don't enjoy making the videos, and people don't enjoy watching the videos of just me talking shit. So shall I? So fasting, shall I do? Is anyone asked about fasting who's in this chat, or shall I just do a video talking about fasting? I think I'll just do a video talking about fasting. Because it's already been an hour now and I can't really be asked getting into it and it's quite long. Big up the Wolfpack. Do you know what it is? He's shook because he's in here. Hamlett's in here watching it. He's told me he's watching it and he's fucking shook. Give us a day in the life vlog. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. Don't worry. They are coming. Right, anyway, last question because we've been over an hour now. This is from Emma, aka the new chat moderator. I don't know if she's the one who's deleting these messages. 3 boxing fights that a casual must watch. So I did the I put the emails into questions when I was in the gym. So I did do, instead of doing 3 that I think casuals can watch, I did my need JJ content. Yeah, JJ content on the channel is coming, don't worry. Is your aim to make live chat pay-per-view? No, but people are saying take it to Twitch, but I don't think I want to take it to Twitch. I think I like it here. But maybe add donations. So Luke Thomas does it where you can send even 1p and ask a question. And I think instead of me, that says email the SFA, which I think it's FSA. That's telling me to email the fucking people who help you when you're banned. Because my appeal's on Wednesday. I'm going to fuck Liverpool, badly, by the way, just so everyone knows, because they have really fucked this up. And if anyone from Liverpool's watching, you're fucked up, and you know you have. And you don't know the half of what I know. Wouldn't work on Twitch, lad. They ban you for nothing. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, fuck it. Cash. 3 fights that a casual should watch. This is the last question. Birkenhead's Ryan's world. Dad's dressed up as Spider-Man. Woogs becoming the Birkenhead Ryan World's dad's dressed up in Spider-Man. I don't get that, but yeah. I'm a Birkenhead nowadays, yeah. I did my 3 favourite boxing fights. Ward Gatti, no, not at all. Not even in my top 3. So I've got my favourite 3 because I don't know what the best for a casual to watch is, although I do realise casual. Probably, yeah, I'll tell you what, add Ward Gatti in there as one, because one of my answers is definitely not a casual's boxing fight. They wouldn't like it. But yeah, so that can be my 3rd. So Ward Gatti is my official 3rd. With the JJ contact, wait until he hits 2 and watching them young dads and kids on YouTube. Yeah, who knows? I'll do JJ content, but maybe not straight away. Who knows? Right. So anyway, first one I've gone for, and this is the first one that I've put in the list that I wasn't there for, is Castillo Corrales. I got sent that on Twitter about 10 years ago, just round 10, and I watched round 10 and couldn't believe it. Wood Conlon, good fight, but anyway. What's the fight you're leaving out? I'll tell you in a minute, Mr. fucking Carl Rigby. I bet you chill out. Yeah, so Castillo Corrales, round 10, best round of all time. But actually, if you can be asked watching the fight, it's one of the best fights of all time. I love it. I got told to watch it and I watched it and I fucking love it. So Castillo, I'm making these faster because we're already over an hour. Castillo Corrales won. Is definitely one that will translate to the casual fans and is a very good fight. Second one, it will translate because it was a good fight, but I don't know if you would enjoy the fight as much if you wasn't like as emotionally invested. So it's Crawler versus Barroso. I was going to say Perez too. Crawler versus Barroso, because it's just, when Crawler stopped him, it's one of the best moments of my life. Honestly, up there with any footballing moment, up there with any boxing moment, on any, not JJ being born, but like any moment in my life, one of the best moments ever. And something that I've never told him or told anyone is, after the 3rd round, I put a bet. I always say I haven't bet for years, and I haven't bet for years, but I did put a sly bet on my mate's Bet365, bet 5. We both went halves. Decent paneling. Yeah, it's all right, I just didn't. So I got the paneling done, and then I painted it all. I painted the whole house, but I didn't do the caulking. I was sick of it by the time I got to the paneling, so there's not like caulking here or some other places. But yeah, the paneling's actually quite sick. So yeah, Crawler Barroso. Just the best. And I put a bet on him in round 3 to lose, thinking, how much money have I spent today? Let's try and cover that because of what the odds were on Barroso stoppage. So, yeah, I've never told him that. I don't think he's watching this, so probably never have to tell him that. But yeah, I put a bet. Finish an answer before you read the chat. Sorry, I do just get distracted. So yeah, Crawler Barroso, because, and I always think so, does anyone remember the Perez 2 fight? Obviously, the Perez 1 fight happened after his big injury in that, after he got attacked by them, after the robbers. And then he should have won the Perez 1 fight and got robbed, blatantly robbed. And then the second fight was, the thing what was the second fight was, now that the day's finished, it's one of the best days of my life because Liverpool played Man City at City. So we all went out in Manchester. See, I'm reading the chat now and ignoring it. So it's funny when you don't answer. Right, anyway. So we went all out in Manchester. And then me, Ollie, and Mark, my mate at the time, got a tram to the City's ground, watched Liverpool beat City 4-1, one of the early games under Klopp, got a taxi to the Manchester Arena and watched one of my mates win his first ever world title, first and only ever world title. So one of the best days of my life. But I couldn't enjoy drinking for the Crawler fight because I was nervous about the Liverpool game, and I didn't really enjoy the boxing because I only just got in there before the Crawler fight. So yeah, Crawler Barroso, unbelievable. And the last fight, which will definitely not translate to the casuals, Mayweather Pacquiao. Mayweather fucking Pacquiao, mate. I waited all my life to see it. I was one of the biggest fucking Mayweather bum boys of all time. Can you say bum boys nowadays, actually? Because they were saying the F word on the UFC, and that's definitely outlawed. Bum boys. You can say bum boy, innit? I was a Mayweather bum boy bad. Throughout my entire life, I was always a little Mayweather bum boy. And then I used to always argue with people in work, probably college at the time, maybe even school, whatever, saying Mayweather will beat Pacquiao. Skirtle volley. Yep, the skirtle fucking volley, mate. Do you know who I was stood next to that game as well? Beefy. And it must have been in November, and he was fighting Jimmy Kelly. And I went to the fight. He was fighting Jimmy Kelly at the Manchester Arena in December. And I made a little joke to him. I said, fuck it, because he was eating a pie in the ground and then wine gums. And I said, fucking hell, have you not got to make weight and train for the fight? And he went, it's only Jimmy Kelly. That's what he said. He said, it's only Jimmy Kelly. So, yeah. Jimmy Train Kelly. Yeah, you know the one. Are you still in contact with Crawler? Get him in for a Q&A. Yeah, I'm still mates with Crawler. Put that hat bit down. Yeah, I'm still mates with him. We're mates. I don't think he'd come in for a Q&A. I could ask him. Bum Boys getting the Twitch ban. Would Bum Boys get you banned on Twitch? That's what I mean. Fuck Twitch then. Didn't you put a K on Mayweather? Yeah, I did. I was in Cavos, wasn't I? So I was in Cavos for the bank holiday. And it always makes me laugh because Joe Dwyer, I don't know if anyone knows Joe Dwyer, he replied to the thing saying, you should never go full fuck it, I'm on holiday mode. And when I think and stop, I think, yeah, I was on fuck it. I put £1,000 on Mayweather I won 720 quid. And I watched it in an Irish bar in Cavos with all these Irish fans. And I had made on Redbubble my own TMT, the Money Team t-shirt, but with the Irish flag over it. I could probably get it up on Redbubble now. Let me see if I can while I'm talking. She's saying, I know it's a chance. Will that be a problem? No, it won't be a problem. And yeah, I can't be asked looking. But yeah, I had a finger top on. It was evens, easier money ever. It was I won 720 quid. Oh yeah, you're saying on points. Yeah, I won 720 quid on the stoppage. And when it starts getting to round 8 and 9, you think, is he fucking carrying him here for a rematch? The cheeky little cunt. But yeah, he stopped him around 10 or whatever it was. And I was in the Irish bar and I had this top on and I couldn't hide it. And I said, I will buy everybody in this bar a drink if the bet comes in. So I did. It was only about, because it was like 5 a.m. in England, and obviously Cavos is 2 hours ahead. It was like 7 in the fucking morning. No, I'm on about. Oh, was Mayweather McGregor evens? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, Mayweather Pacquiao was evens. Yeah, Mayweather Pacquiao was evens. No, yeah, sorry, fucking hell, no, I didn't know. I think that's what they're talking about, though. Didn't you put a K on Mayweather? Sorry, yeah, I put a K on Mayweather McGregor. I didn't put a K on Mayweather Pacquiao. Sorry, I thought that's what they were talking about. Sorry, yeah, it's just because Tom asked about it and I've just read it, and yeah, I put £1,000 on Mayweather to beat McGregor by stoppage. Sorry, guys. Yeah, the Pacquiao fight was just years of an hour and 10 minutes. Was just years of me knowing that he'd beat him. And arguing with people, definitely, by the way, with people like racial undertones into their arguments, thinking Pacquiao would ever beat Mayweather, and then him finally do it. And then does anybody remember the fucking John N? Do you remember anybody remember John N on Twitter? Let's see if anyone does. Do you remember what Egyptian Cotton JS? The giant shirts makes way more sense. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, sorry. Pacquiao Mayweather, I just watched it in mine and then argued with loads of people on Twitter afterwards where they were all saying and they were being racist. John N from Bootle, yeah. He was calling me the M word, the C word, the COO, N word, everything. He was giving me shit for all through that night. And I remember, I'll never forget, and we was all laughing at it. I said, "Oh, have you watched it on your own and you're sad now?" And he was like, "I'm not watching it on my own." And he took a picture where he must have gone like, do you know when you're with people you don't know and you want to like sort of picture of the scene and you're embarrassed, you go like that. Well, he did that. The picture was blurry and he was at the back of the room and we were just pissing our sides at him. But yeah, John N gave me say he was calling me a lot of racist words for the Mayweather Pacquiao fight. Is that the last question? I think it is. Right, we're done on questions. Mayweather Pacquiao, that won't translate to the fingers. I've watched that fight about 10 times and every time I watch it, I just think, oh my God, he fucking dominated him and I love it. But yeah, an hour and 10 minutes we've had, it says average of 152 viewers for the whole thing. And I'm going to end it and then post it on the page. The chat's not died, but it's obviously active, but there's people not. Quigg versus Frampton for me. Quigg versus Frampton I was very excited for, but it was the day before we played City at Wembley, Klopp's first final. And we all watched that. And then a few of the lads, not me, stayed up and ruined the final for us. Only coming to waste a bit of time before the gym and ended up watching all of it. Yes, and Anthony Shields, my fucking nigger. Yeah, you watched the whole thing to waste a bit of time because I'm actually all right on these live chats. So I'm going to do 2 live chats a week. I'm going to do one like this where I'm sober. And then I'm going to do one where I'm stoned because a lot of people have said the stoned one was funny. Quigg didn't throw a punch. I know Quigg didn't throw a punch, did he, for about 8 rounds? And everyone said, oh, it was close. Yeah, I fucking bet it was close. In your fucking dreams, it was close. The email for the questions is, hang on, can I put it in the chat? Here we go. I got far too many questions this week, like far too many. So I've got about 20 questions saved in the bank. So now, from now on, if you didn't get the first 2 weeks, you will be entered into the bank and I will, let me check what the email is. Obviously, I'll take priority on the new questions, but if there's shit questions, I'll also use ones from previous weeks. There's one that I missed out which said, what do you think of that Spencer guy on Twitter? I don't know if I answered it last week. Because I'm not really in the mood for beef at the moment, but he is a helmet. But he'll think I'm a helmet because I make YouTube videos. Right, there's the email address. Has that come in? Opinions on XL Bullies. Jack, we've already spoke about the XL Bullies, mate. We want all the beef. Yeah, probably, yeah. I'll beef later on. XL Bullies should be banned, but then if you ban XL Bullies, people will just start buying Rottweilers again or something, so he's the worst helmet going. Yeah, he is. He used to be a little knobhead, a little cocky little muppet, and then he started getting a few followers, and now he's an interaction little muppet, isn't he? Like he just wants interactions, and it's embarrassing. Like I get that he's never had followers before, and someone said, "Oh, you're jealous because he's got more followers, mate." I'm not. This is not me trying to be like some. I've had followers on Twitter for about 10 years. Like I'm not gonna email already in the chat. Oh, is it? Yeah, put it in. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not jealous of Spencer, some little muppets, fucking Instagram, Twitter followers. He's also another one of them, innit? You can say what you want about me. Oh, do you know what we never did? We never tried the glasses on live. And people are leaving because they all think it's shutting down. So maybe, should we try the glasses next week? Yeah, because I'm not trying them on now. But yeah, he's a muppet, that Spencer. And he's another one where he definitely, he says stuff on Twitter, but he's not ever you can say what you want about me. I've been threatened to get slapped at every away game in the Premier League for about 10 years, and I still followed Liverpool to every away game in the Premier League. Even Liverpool fans have said they're going to slap me, and I still go to, and I've got one of the most recognisable faces, not because I'm famous or anything, just because I've got big stupid glasses, I'm brown, and I've got a big black head. And I still went everywhere. But these new kids on Twitter who are all cocky and that are about nothing, mate. And that Spencer is also about nothing. And he'll go, oh, well, you're 31 years old and you've got kids and you're making YouTubes. I don't care, mate, because you're a muppet and I'm not a muppet. Anyway, that's it. An hour and 14 minutes. People are asking questions already on this email address. But yeah, I'm gone. Bye. Has anyone attempted to slap you at any away? No one ever attempts to slap anybody at away games from Twitter, because most of the people on Twitter are fucking idiots and they're on nothing and they're not about anything that they say. No one has ever attempted to slap me. Someone tried to set me up at Hull away before, but it failed. But no one has ever tried to slap me, and I go everywhere, or did go everywhere, and I've got one of the most recognisable faces in the game. But no one has ever tried to slap me. Maybe because I bounce around with Louis and everyone's scared of Louis because he's because it's Louis. But nah, no one's ever tried to slap me. And on that note, I'm off. Like and subscribe. This will go. I'll save the audio to this and put it. I've had well more viewers on this one than the last one. Who knows? Maybe I'll have the same viewers on the actual video. But yeah, I'm off. Bye. It's been unreal. Thanks everyone for coming to the chat. Honestly, I enjoy these. I don't enjoy the other videos, but I enjoy these. Bye. Oh, I keep clicking. I always click next as if I'm leaving. Like bye, and then it doesn't leave. You have to actually click end again. So bye again.